4-year-old Ronald Segawa left for dead in the mortuary at Mulago Hospital, in brackets. Before even we dig into the poem, we are brought in via the deep end. So reading, motionless, his life body motionless, his lifeless body lies. Get this a bit. Get the music low and the beats, I was being distracted. The DJ, I was like, oh, in between. So, motionless, his lifeless body lies on the cold slab in the grim mortuary. Missing skin and deep wounds pepper the wounded body, abandoned in the airy room. Eerie, kind of something very sad, a sad moment in the place, like, of course, nobody wants to go into a mortuary. If you have never been to a mortuary, I'm picturing this from, collecting your deceased. If you've lost a loved one in morning, good afternoon, wherever you at. Uganda. We are revisiting a couple of poems today. It's not a good experience, very traumatic. And but just imagine. Today is the 5th of April, people. What's going on here? 5th of April, 2022. The poem is on page 77. We did this earlier on, and there's a lot in that poem that was left out. So, the poem is titled Lazarus, but it features a situation in Mulago Hospital. What's going on here? This is something that really sets you. Why would the hospital be a focus point in a situation like this? And oozing pus out of the body. Somebody, quote unquote, deceased, lays in rest in the mortuary, waiting for the loved ones, or when you've been pronounced. But in this poem, you have pus oozing out of. We have Lazarus, somebody deceased. Lazarus, let me pause this poem. I'm taken back. Because those who are familiar with Mulago Hospital, it was and it is, to me, the pinnacle of excellence. The pinnacle of excellence in terms of medical health care. And with the poem at hand, why is Lazarus ending up on the floor or in the mortuary, oozing pus and everything? It's not a beautiful situation we're talking about here. Let's go back. Page 77, I'm revisiting a poem. And sustained torture. By the time he's been a victim, mortuary, probably dumped there, of he's dead. Of so torture, let's continue here. Let's listen to the poem once more, so that scarred by scabbing, and we get the full right picture. Eye indicate recent skin rupture. You hear? Inflicted by heartless goons. You hear that? Now he zeroes down to pretty much who might have been the ones responsible, all to be held accountable. So if you've been a victim of torture, is it sanctioned? The poem is called Lazarus. Who knows what happens to you?
Supporting the opposition.
And why would they?
Was the crime that led to his abduction and torture by rogue enforcers. So we have now
to inflict that level of pain.
Two sides, or more or less the same.
Is that a punishment
side of the coin?
To instill
we
fear?
Have goons and then rogue enforcers. Is he talking about the same kind of people? Are the goons rogue enforcers? Are they part of the state?
Good question.
Come on. Bakanyama, something like that?
So,
acting on instructions.
What we are seeing here is that if the institutions of governance, we're talking of the law, the police, the security,
rigor mortis, and lividity.
What's going on here? What's going on here?
I was about to say this.
What's going on here? Let me say hi to my friend.
Haven't set in and
they'll
move him to the ward for treatment.
So,
let's pause here. The conversation continues. I want to say hi to my friends here. See, so that.
Are you good?
Yeah.
I thought you ran flat again on the battery.
No.
Okay.
DSE is in disgrace.
Nice, nice, nice. So you have a nice day.
You too. You too.
And I see you next week.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not in for the rest of the week. Eh?
All right.
Okay, miss. All right then. Yeah. So sorry about that. You know. It's just about it. So I'm revisiting page 77. The poem is called Lazarus. Like I said earlier on, as you're listening to the poem, I'm on YouTube right now. I'm revisiting a poem that I felt it was lacking some more to it, you know, so that we give it a final take. And let's continue. So, and
that it's quite a bizarre situation.
Correct.
Why somebody would be in the mortuary.
Correct.
And are you done for your walk?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Done.
That's nice.
You know what I mean? Get a little air in my chest.
Let's forward this a bit.
All right, big man.
All right, my pleasure. It's always good to meet you, man. Yeah, I like we talk
So
about the nurse. You see, you know, let me take these glasses off as we summarize the conversation. Sorry about that. All right. Within the opposition, what was the situation going on? There might be a poem in here that will take us the next level. So if you have the book now, probably you go running for the next poem. I tell you, wait, I think this is going to lead me somewhere. You say discovery.
So in conclusion here,
Find out yourself. Anyway,
the contradiction is obvious that Mulago Hospital now is taking on
little by little we shall be getting
the role of
those in America who have bought the book, love you, all this is just
shielding and sheltering the actions. Who is accountable? So if I'm a doctor in Mulago Hospital, let's get real here now, let's get real. If I'm a doctor in Mulago Hospital and they bring in victims of an accident, I would be told that there's been an accident on Massacre Road and these are injured victims and probably hanging on to their bare life. But what about these people who are brought in with no questions to answer? Who's answerable? So, as a doctor, do I stick to the hypocritical oath? You know, the hypocritical oath, tells them that they have a duty of care. But then they would ask questions as well, what's going on here? Or they are holding their silence and watching whatever is going on. So that's page 77. And let us see again.
Just, of course, I can't say so and so bought the book or so.
There's a part.
Reading right.
Let us see.
Have a nice day.
Let us see.
Missing skin and deep wounds pepper the wounded body abandoned in the airy room. Blacked out nails and thick pus oozing out of the nose expose the inhumane treatment that he faced. The conversation continues. This is something that really sets you on a parallel line. Hold on a sec. What's here? Oozing pus out of the body. Oozing out of his nose. Expose the
So what I'm saying here,
treatment that he faced.
This poem demands more re-examining. If you have the book, this is now the time to go back and read
you have
it back to back and pretty much get the full picture.
Somebody deceased.
And but what I
Are
see
we talking of
is the use of redemption.
sustained torture?
That in the end,
That by the time he's brought into the mortuary,
the nurses realize that Lazarus is still alive. But
let's continue
if he
here.
resurrects, who does he hold accountable?
Scarred by scabbing
You see,
above his right eye indicate recent skin rupture.
That's right.
Inflicted by heartless goons.
That's
So
right.
now he zeroes down to pretty much who might have been the ones responsible or to be held accountable.
That's right. All right, guys, I let this one here, then I'm going to do the next one as well.